don't think I've ever been in a cemetery this old.
On earth to live in heaven.
Again, like, is this where like maybe miners kept livestock, like, you know, living up here? Find the cabin. Floor is extremely rocky. It is an incredible place, that's for sure. This is where the mill was for the mine. You can see some of the tram up there, and then all that concrete is the foundation. It is said that in 1955, when the last stamp was lifted, the town went a little vertical without the constant noise, and babies had a hard time sleeping without the crushing lull. With a broom and wheelbarrow, he swept up the dust in the stamp mill. He removed the floorboards and swept underneath them. All told, he collected enough dust to fill 8 tram line cars. He had it sent by train to Everett, Washington to be processed. It took 3 years. It turned out that there was a lot of gold in that dust. Even after the mine got its share, Bill, an ore rock crusher operator, and Maggie, a housekeeper at Mascot, were able to purchase the Colonial Inn and send their 2 children to university in Vancouver, BC. Tell some of them are really old because they have no markings. Maybe they did at one point in time. It's sad to see all these not even marked ones. And with the population booming in Hedley BC, in 1905, John Jackson built the 5th hotel, the New Zealand. James Stewart, described as a man who lived a life that embraced possibilities and adventure. 36 years young, James left his family and friends from Colorado, joining the many gold seekers heading west. He was a diamond drill setter at camp and owned a general store. Angus and John. You sometimes wonder, this is a little tiny one, right? Is that one that was a child? And oh, that one there for sure, probably.
I'm only a year old.
Yeah. That's sad. Yeah. No, that's, yeah. Yeah. Incredibly sad. lot of them, you can't read anything. Basically falling apart.
This is one right here.
Yeah.
It
I don't think I've ever been in a cemetery this old.
Some of these are just
Yeah, absolutely.
what were all those little
Again, a lot of them don't have markings. Like that big one there, there's two blocks. One says Angus and one says John. And that's a tiny one. That's probably a kid. Yeah,
really
look
kind
at
of
them.
like
So small. So sad.
old office area.
Look, another small one. Yeah, look at all the small ones everywhere. This is actually kind of getting sad. And again, we are dealing with a time when the flu, so much was happening, and
One side for children.
look at this one over here, baby. This is probably a little one too. Age 32 years. It is nice to see that some people are still coming and some are still in really good shape. Oh, this person was only a few years old. It was a son born November 3rd, 1905, died December 27th, 1916. So he was like 11 or, 11-ish. Another one, sweetie, Ronald, born January 1903, died August 1915. A lot of young people here. Another one. Wed in 1903 at the Grand Union Hotel, Anton and Maggie Winkler were the first white couple to be married in Hedley and the first to have a child there. All their children had red hair, except for Christina, who was blonde, at that time considered to be very unusual. Anton and Margaret, Maggie for short, are the parents of Maggie Graham, married to Bill Graham, the couple who collected the dust from the stamp mill. In 1975, Maggie was killed saving her daughter Maureen from a large boulder that tumbled down the mountain.
What did on earth to live in?
It's sad. So many young people. Again, some people might find coming to a cemetery kind of creepy and stuff like that, disrespectful, etc., etc. But when you come to one this old, you got to remember that sometimes, there's a good chance that these people here, these children and mothers and fathers and grandma and grandpas, they maybe haven't had someone come and spend any time at all here. Some of these children that died in the early 1900s, you know that their parents are gone. Maybe they didn't have any siblings, and we think that this is a way that we can at least show our respect, pay these hardworking people, just pay them a visit, say hi, read their name, let them hear their name. And they are beautiful, but the more we walked around and just saw how many young people passed away here, like even our age, it gets kind of sad.
You realize the struggle of life back then.
Yeah. It's sad. So that's cemetery number 1. We didn't see anything on there or like on any tombstones of any miners. So we will head up. Supposedly there's a Nickle Plate Cemetery. I'm not so sure how far up the road that is, but we'll go check it out and touch base with you guys when we get there. Well guys, we made it to the second cemetery. It's probably about 5 minutes past the newer Nickle Plate Mine site. Right off the road here. It looks a lot like the other one. So we're probably, I would say probably about 6,000 feet, 7,000 feet high in the mountains. Still climbing. But let's go, oh look, there's the entrance right there. Yeah. There's a little plaque here. I just want to, just to pay respect to the person that, oh, jerk. I don't know about trying to say that. 1955, 2011.
Oh, it smells so good here.
Yeah, the pine. Yeah.
These are nice. These are blue.
Yeah.
Are they blue spruce or?
No, well,
Blue.
the old, and that one maybe. It's kind of like a lighter color, but. So again, walking in here, there isn't too much to. I'm guessing that all these are, yeah. There is. No markings, but you can tell someone's been taking care of it because those are freshly painted and stuff, which is really nice. From what we've been, well, what we learned at the last cemetery, those small ones mean that those are probably children. Why we are trying to find these cemeteries is because there's stories of a couple miners. We believe it was in the French mine or Nickle Plate Mine, not 100% sure. They were actually killed when they were working in an area and some dynamite didn't go off. They have protocols on what to do and like about that and how to check which ones have gone off and which ones haven't. But unfortunately, that message didn't get to these workers and they were killed. There was a very large attendance at the funeral of the late Archie McAllister and Billie Calwade. The funeral took place on Sunday, January 25th, 1912 at 11 o'clock and was conducted by the Hedley Miners Union, the mine being shut down for the occasion. The church was packed to the door, and a choir of 16 miners sang, blending in excellent harmony, bidding farewell to their fellow miners, proud to have had such fine men around them. There was nothing in the personal belongings of either man to show where their relatives lived. The Secretary of Union tried to get into communication with their friends and family. So far can find nothing concerning Calwade, then he was from Lancaster, England. A telegram has been received from McAllister's brother in Victoria, BC. Hedley Gazette, January 1912. Just the respect when you're here. Again, like, is this where, like, maybe miners kept livestock, like, you know, living up here? Like some type of corral? And get out to the opening here. And hopefully we're gonna find the cabin. Yeah, something. A whole, like a storage bin or something. Oh, got another. That might be the outhouse right there. Yeah, a lot. This is gonna be a neat area to explore. Floor is extremely rotten. But beautiful. Beautiful cabin. Oh, there's the area, guys. Sure hope this is in here. It was hanging right by the chimney. Poke your head up. It could have fallen.
It's not there.
No. Even on the other side. It's probably the kitchen with that type of kitchen wallpaper. Another bedroom. Oh, you see the drywall in here? Once you get in here, it's like, what's that bunny? Little bunny that causing trouble. I swear this was a kid's room.
Really?
In there, look at, yeah. Another outbuilding there. Probably a shed of some type. Check that out after. Go around up here. Oh, that's kind of neat. Some old buildings. Backside of the ladder. Yeah. Anything like anything interesting? I'm gonna come through this window here, probably the quickest way and safest. Oh yeah.
This beer bottle has just a number 5 on it.
Huh. Yeah, old can there, old top of an oil lid. Oh, it looks like there was a basement. Yeah, there's a basement here. You can kind of. I'm not going in there. But yeah, like a chute into the basement.
I'm just looking to see what's up here. They have water. They have water pipes.
Yeah, right to the basement here.
So was the tram maybe up for this?
Well, yeah, I think again, that's what I thought a lot of this was. You can see some old cabling and stuff. The treasures you could find. Again, just looks like an ordinary bucket, but you can definitely tell it's older just because the wood handle, the hinges, the lip. It's hard to read the label on the bottom, but in here, this is from 1928. Trademarked, patented in May 1928, made in Canada, Toronto, Montreal. It's pretty neat. What else do you see?
A little sideways turned cabin.
No way.
I don't know why it's upside down.
Oh, it like fell, eh?
Yeah. You can see the hinges.
Yeah. You just go down that way?
Yeah, I just came right that way. It's like you swear this is like was a wood walkway.
Yeah.
Just to see all the planks go
Oh, cute little cabin.
It sounds like it was something like little, just like that.
Yeah.
So cute, just a little door, a little window.
It's where all like the miners, kids come up and play. Super neat, eh?
Beautiful little cabin. Love the coloring of the roof. Sorry, so if I whipped you. Oh, so much stuff up here. Right. We're gonna, yeah, some more wood, a little bit of wood up here. Maybe more old parts of the tram. The size of the nuts and bolts on that. Look how they had, it's a little spot there, maybe a worker stood there at one point in time.